All right, up first, let's get to the breaking news just coming in. We have a date and a time for the Ram Mandir ceremony. The consecration ceremony will be taking place at 12:30 on the 22nd of January 2024. Prime Minister Modi will be attending that ceremony in Ayodhya. Champat Rai, the General Secretary of the Ram Janmbhoomi Tirth Kshetra, made this announcement. Let's listen into what he said.
श्री राम जन्मभूमि तीर्थ क्षेत्र इसके ट्रस्टी पेजावर मठ के पूज्य स्वामी विश्व प्रसन्न तीर्थ जी महाराज जगतगुरु मध्वाचार्य, ट्रस्ट के कोषाध्यक्ष पूना निवासी पूज्य स्वामी गोविंद देव गिरी जी महाराज, राम जन्मभूमि मंदिर निर्माण समिति के अध्यक्ष श्रीमान नृपेंद्र मिश्रा जी के साथ मैं स्वयं महामंत्री चंपत राय आज माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी से मिलने गए थे। हमने उन्हें अयोध्या 22 जनवरी 2024 को पधार कर नए बन रहे मंदिर के गर्भगृह में भगवान राम के नूतन विग्रह की प्राण प्रतिष्ठा अपने करकमलों से करने का निवेदन किया। प्रसन्नता की बात है, प्रधानमंत्री जी ने हमारा निवेदन स्वीकार किया। वे प्राण प्रतिष्ठा के अवसर पर अयोध्या में उपस्थित रहेंगे। प्राण प्रतिष्ठा 22 जनवरी 2024 ये अब निश्चित हो गई है।
Well, let's go across to Maria now for more. And Maria, so finally we have that exact time and date for the temple consecration ceremony.
Yes, that's right. And a formal invitation extended to the Prime Minister. This coming a day after RSS Supremo, during his Vijay Dashmi speech, actually communicated to the RSS workers and to people at large that not everyone will be present on 22nd when the installation of the Ram idol takes place inside the Ram temple. So similar celebrations should be happening in the temples, in the small villages and towns of India. Look at the tweet that has been put out by the Prime Minister, where he's also seen with the members of the trust. This is the Ram Janmbhoomi Tirth Kshetra Trust, and I'll read that tweet that has been put out by him. He says, आज का दिन बहुत भावनाओं से भरा हुआ है। अभी श्री राम जन्मभूमि तीर्थ क्षेत्र ट्रस्ट के पदाधिकारी मुझसे मेरे निवास स्थान पर मिलने आए थे। उन्होंने मुझे श्री राम मंदिर में प्राण प्रतिष्ठा के अवसर पर अयोध्या आने के लिए निमंत्रित किया है। मैं खुद को बहुत धन्य महसूस कर रहा हूँ। ये मेरा सौभाग्य है कि अपने जीवन काल में मैं इस ऐतिहासिक अवसर का साक्षी बनूंगा. So the Prime Minister there accepting the invitation. Now it remains to be seen how it will be playing out politically, because yes, this has been one of the promises of the BJP in all its manifestos since the party's inception in 1980, that there would be, the abrogation of Article 370, Ram Temple in Ayodhya, and also Uniform Civil Code. So of the three promises that the party began its journey with, two have been achieved, but that formalization will certainly be a historic and a cultural event which will be high on symbolism when that event actually takes place on 22nd. Gargi.
All right. Thanks so much, Maria, for joining us with those details. The Prime Minister had even referred to this during his address on the Shera yesterday. Now, more breaking news coming in, and good news for the Indian diaspora in Canada. India will be partially resuming visa services in Canada. Remember, they had been closed last month amid the diplomatic row between India and Canada, and they will resume from the 26th of October. Let's go across to Kadamni now for more. And Kadamni, this was announced in Ottawa, and certain services will resume. Give us more details.
Well, Gargi, all services are not being resumed. What we have seen which has come from Indian High Commission in Canada is that certain services would be resuming. Now, these visas are entry visa, business visa, medical visa, and there's 4 categories of these visas. Emergency visas would be given as they are being given now. They are considered by the High Commissioner. And the 4 category of visas are conference visa, medical visa, entry visa, and business visa. So these will continue at the moment. They will start from 26. They were stopped when the row broke out between India and Canada. However, India has said in this release that there has been a review of the security situation because of which the services were stopped. Now there have been some measures which have been taken by the Canadian government. After that, India has decided to resume these visa works in Ottawa, the Vancouver consulate, and Toronto consulate. Now, security situation will be reviewed even later, and other visas might again be resumed after the security situation improves. So, at the moment, at least 4 visa categories have been named in resumption of the visa services. Gargi?
All right. Thanks so much, Kadamni, for joining us with those details. So some good news there for people of Indian origin there in Canada. Now, it's election season and political parties are filing complaints with the poll panel against one another. It comes ahead of the key state elections. BJP and Congress have filed complaints with the Election Commission of India. BJP has filed a petition with the poll panel against Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, alleging she's violated the model code of conduct with her remark against the Prime Minister when she claimed his promises were like the empty envelope he left at a temple. This is what she's alleged. Meanwhile, the Congress has also filed multiple complaints, one against the Home Minister Amit Shah for his speech in Chhattisgarh, another against Assam Chief Minister Hemanta Biswa Sarma for inciting people. Well, let's go across to Sunil Prabhu now for more. And Sunil, so parties accusing one another of violations. One complaint by the BJP against Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, the Congress accusing top BJP leaders of violating the law.
That's right. In fact, it's now a season of political complaints, and the Election Commission the doors are being knocked right now by both the BJP and the Congress and other political parties in this political season. We'll have to wait and see. And actually, the role of the Election Commission comes into scrutiny of ensuring that they conduct a free and fair election, be a fair umpire, and go into these complaints and see whether there is any substance, whether there is any precedent, and whether they need to take action. So be it the Priyanka Gandhi Vadra's complaint by the BJP, or for that matter, the complaint by the Congress against the Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, or the Assam Chief Minister, or for example, the use of army soldiers as well as government servants violating the conduct rules, whether there is any precedence to this, can they be used to propagate the union government's achievements. These are some of the issues which will really ensure the Election Commission looks at it its entirety and comes out, as I said, as a free and fair umpire to ensure a free and fair election without fear or favor.
Right. Sunil, thanks so much for joining us with that. I can assume more complaints we're going to see in the weeks to come. Now, in Karnataka, a turf war between Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shiv Kumar and JDS leader H.D. Kumaraswamy. This is ostensibly over the Vocaliga votes in the state and coming ahead of the 2024 elections. Now, DKS has proposed to make Kanakpura, Ramnagra, Magadi all part of Bengaluru, claiming it's for the benefit of the people, while Kumaraswamy hit back, saying it's simply for improving his own personal assets.
It
is Kanakpura strongman D.K. Shiv Kumar versus neighbouring constituency Ramnagra strongman H.D. Kumaraswamy in Karnataka. And the trigger lies in Vocaliga votes as D.K. Shiv Kumar proposes to make Kanakpura, Ramnagra, Magadi and Channapatna as part of Bengaluru, thereby reducing H.D. Kumaraswamy's control over his turf, Ramnagra, which he carved in 2007.
Kanakpura is a part of Bangalore, Ramnagra is a part of Bangalore, Channapatna is a part of Bangalore, Magadi is a part of Bangalore. We want our names still to be attached to Bangalore, because Bangalore is being seen as an international city in the entire world. Why should my district people lose the identity?
The JDS has a strong base in 4 assembly constituencies in Ramnagra district. Kumaraswamy represents the Channapatna assembly and Shiv Kumar one from Kanakpura, both in Ramnagar district. Kumarasamy says this is an attempt to improve the value of DK Shiv Kumar's personal assets and that people will decide accordingly.
ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ವೈಜ್ಞಾನಿಕವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ರಾಮನಗರ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಿಂದಲೋ ಚನ್ನಪಟ್ಟಣದಿಂದಲೋ ಕನಕಪುರದಿಂದಲೋ ಪ್ರತಿನಿತ್ಯ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಖರ್ಚು ವೆಚ್ಚಗಳು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದು ಆ ಬಡವರ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯಾ ತಾಲೂಕಿನಲ್ಲೇ ಇವತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸಗಳು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳನ್ನು ಕಲ್ಪಿಸಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಇಂಥ ದುರ್ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಆ ಜನ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಭೂಮಿಯ ಬೆಲೆ ಏರಿಸಿ ಇವರು ಉದ್ಧಾರ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಲೆ ಏರಿಸ್ತಾರೋ ರೈತರಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ.
In fact, the alliance of the JDS with the BJP ahead of the Lok Sabha election is seen as an attempt by the former to win back the lost Vokaliga votes in the recent assembly election. The Congress is believed to have won in JDS strongholds like Mandya, with DKS being key to breaking the Vokaliga votes that originally belonged to the JDS.
I am not a Vokaliga leader. I am a leader of the Congress party. I do politics on ethics.
While both the leaders are jostling for the leadership role of Vokaligas in Karnataka, DK Shiv Kumar is looking to move Kanakpura and its neighbouring taluks into Bengaluru rural, which is ruled by his brother DK Suresh. And HD Kumarasamy meanwhile is looking to fight both for his turf as well as his vote bank. With camera persons Kumar and Govind, Pratibha Raman in Bengaluru for NDTV.
Now, air pollution levels are once again high in the national capital. They witnessed a spike, in fact, today. And besides the Dussehra celebrations contributing to it, the annual stubble fire problem has also begun to rear its head. The Delhi government has already estimated that stubble burning incidents will only increase by the end of this month, and so will the toxic air.
The pollution season in the national capital has begun. Day after the Dussehra celebrations, Delhi residents woke up to this. Readings from multiple areas in Delhi showed the air quality to be in poor category and in few parts in very poor category.
दिल्ली का एरिया अगर आप देखें तो इतनी छोटी सी दिल्ली है कि भारत के नक्शे पे नज़र भी नहीं आती है. आपको ढूंढना पड़ता है कि दिल्ली कहाँ है. अब ये सोचना कि साहब दिल्ली जो भारत के नक्शे पे नज़र भी नहीं आती है, उससे पूरे उत्तर भारत का प्रदूषण हो रहा है, तो ये एक छोटी राजनीति है. केंद्र सरकार को सभी राज्यों के साथ बैठ के इसके ऊपर बड़े और लॉन्ग टर्म प्लान बनाने पड़ेंगे.
Delhi NCR has seen a fluctuation in the air quality index as the nation celebrated the Dussehra by burning effigies of Ravan. The farmers in Punjab paced up the crop residue burning. At least 360 farm fires were reported in a day, taking the overall count this season to over 2,300.
कोई भी आधिकारिक डेटा मौजूद नहीं है जो ये बता पाता है कि कितना पोल्यूशन कौन से सोर्स से होता है.
Few farmers also set stubble on fire to register their protest. They claimed, while farmers are being penalized for setting paddy residue on fire, no action is being taken against those burning lakhs of effigies. Farmers like Dharminder Singh say they have no option but to burn the paddy residue.
नहीं सरकार ਤਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਮੁਹੱਈਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਾਂਦੀ ਜੀ. ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਹੈ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ.
With only 37 to 40% of the area being harvested, there is growing concern that the flames of farm fire may burn further in the coming days.
ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਟੀਮਾਂ ਲੱਗੀਆਂ, ਸਾਰੇ ਐਫਰਟਸ ਲੱਗੇ ਨੇ ਔਰ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਸਾਲ 30% ਰਿਡਕਸ਼ਨ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਉਮੀਦ ਕੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੂਰਾ ਟੀਚਾ ਬੰਨਿਆ ਹੈ ਵੀ 50% ਰਿਡਕਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਤੱਕ ਦਾ ਟ੍ਰੈਂਡ ਤੇ ਬੜਾ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਹੈ.
Pollution in North India, an annual problem for the citizens. The spotlight is squarely on the Aam Aadmi Party, which now rules both Delhi and Punjab, on whether they will be able to curb the poison that people are breathing. With Mohammad Ghazali, Bureau Report, NDTV.
A month ago in Ujjain, Madhya Pradesh, the picture of a blood-soaked, half-naked victim knocking on many doors had shocked the entire country. The accused was caught. The injured girl spent several days in hospital fighting for her life. The story remained in the news and the government made big promises. But now the 14-year-old girl is home. Her health has recovered, but none of those promises made to her have been kept.
Exactly 1 month back, these images shook the nation. An auto rickshaw driver allegedly brutally raped her. Then she was seen half naked, her clothes soaked in blood, pleading for help on the streets of Ujjain. But everyone turned a blind eye. A priest at an ashram took her to the police and then to the hospital. The accused was promptly nabbed and the Shivraj Singh government made tall promises. Life went on.
उसने मध्य प्रदेश की आत्मा को घायल किया। बेटी मध्य प्रदेश की बेटी है, उसकी हर तरह से हम चिंता करेंगे।
Festivals were celebrated, the state went into election frenzy. On the 12th of October, she was discharged and she returned home. Few days later, NDTV went on to check on how she was doing in her village near Satna. We found the scared rape survivor in fear in a hut. The smoke from a smoldering stove, the condition of her house tell a tale of complete apathy. A month ago, she was struggling between life and death. Today, she fetches water with her aunt, walking 300 meters from the house.
वापस आने के बाद यहाँ के जो जिला प्रशासन है, इससे कुछ लोग मिलने आए आपके पास में अभी तक?
हाँ, तो जो जिला उला के कोई नहीं आया मेरे पास।
किसी प्रकार की कोई योजना आएगा? क्या साधन है आपका? आएगा कैसे, मतलब परिवार कैसे चलाते हैं आप लोग?
हो गया है धंधा, अपन खवाएं पियाएं न चाहिए का बेचे नहीं सिखाएं।
इनसे
बकरी से,
बकरी को चराने से।
हाँ।
अच्छा, इसको चलाकर जो है इसे दूध बेचते हैं?
दूध बेचे नहीं होगी, बच्चा पिया दिए।
The family says that this hand pump is a symbol of untouchability in the village. The rape survivor belongs to the Dohar community, a scheduled caste. Her brother alleges that the village sarpanch and the administration do nothing for them because they are from a lower caste. There are about 700 voters in the village, half of whom are from upper caste, the other half are Dalit.
हम नहीं चाहते हैं सर, हमारे अभी कोई बड़ी जाति के होता सर तो पूरा जिला के लोग वो होते, हमारे छोट जाति के हैं तो हमारा कोई सुनवाई नहीं हो रहा सर।
Statistics shows that the crime against Dalits in Madhya Pradesh are higher than the national average. 50,900 incidents of crime against scheduled caste were reported in the country in 2021. In Madhya Pradesh, this figure was 7,211. The crime rate against scheduled caste in the country in 2021 was 25.3%, while in Madhya Pradesh it was 63.6%. Neighbors says the maximum help the family got after returning home was rupees 1,500 from a BJP candidate.
अभी तक तो सर यहाँ सरकार कोई योजना नहीं दे रही है। हालत वही उज्जैन वाली दवा गोली उसकी चल रही है। अभी स्थिति उसकी ठीक है, बोलने चालने लगी है। अभी तो कोई नहीं आए सर। एक घरवास साहब आए थे जी, जानकारी उनको मिली है तो आए हैं उसके घर, मिले हैं उसके बाप से। उज्जैन में उसकी लड़की थी, बस इतनी जानकारी है सर मेरे को। और बाकी शासन प्रशासन कोई लाभ उसको अभी तक नहीं मिला।
जानकारी तो है लेकिन अभी तक उसको कोई अभी लाभ नहीं मिला है। लेकिन अभी सुरेंद्र सिंह गहवाल जी आए थे तो उसके लड़के को 1500 रुपए दे के गए थे, थोड़ा बहुत ये सब्जी भाजी के लिए, और मेरे को कोई जानकारी नहीं।
शासन प्रशासन कोई भी नहीं आया?
ना कोई नहीं आया।
We asked the government about this apathy. The response:
ये हमारी जिंदगी का मिशन है, बेटी और बहन का आदर और सम्मान करना और उनका सशक्तिकरण।
कितनी सीट है?
The family claimed that the only help they get from the government is a social justice pension of rupees 600 per month. Ladli Lakshmi, Ladli Behna, Nari Samman Women Reservation. Every party is making dozens of promises in the name of women, but the reality becomes clearer as soon as you reach to the Ujjain rape survivors house in Satna. In Satna with camera person Rizwan Khan, Gyan Shukla and Mayank Dubey, Anurag Dwari for NDTV.
In other news, over 40 US states are suing Meta Platforms and its Instagram unit, accusing them of contributing to a youth mental health crisis through the addictive nature of their social media platforms. And speaking to NDTV on the issue, Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar said that the days of free pass and immunity to social media platforms are over and strict accountability will be enforced.
world of social media is having a negative impact on young minds, distracting them, disrupting their sleep and exposing them to bullying. This is why 40 US states have sued Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram. In India too, a debate has opened up about social media addiction and the impact on youngsters.
Days of this free pass and immunity to the platforms are over.
In fact, in America, the states have claimed that social media platforms are exploiting youth for profit.
ये जो प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैं, खास तौर पर फेसबुक और इंस्टाग्राम, ये बच्चों की जो मेंटल हेल्थ है उसको बहुत ही नकारात्मक रूप से प्रभावित कर रहे हैं। तो पहली बार इस तरह के महत्वपूर्ण लीगल कदम उठाए गए हैं, मुकदमे अब दर्ज हो गए हैं। अब आने वाला समय बता पाएगा कि किस तरह की एविडेंस जो है वो प्रोसिक्यूशन साबित कर पाएगी इस मामलों में।
As per one survey by the Government of India, about 40 crore people are connected to different platforms of Meta. Most of them are above 18 years of age. That means approximately 40% of India's population is connected to some social platform or the other.
बच्चे कुछ नहीं सुनते हैं, न खाना खाते समय, मोबाइल सोने समय, यदि बाथरूम में उन लोग का ये हो तो उन लोग बाथरूम में भी लेके चले जाते हैं।
बच्चे उम्र से पहले बड़े हो जा रहे हैं। There is adult stuff जो कि छोटे बच्चों के हाथ में नहीं लगना चाहिए। बचपन मतलब छोटे में ही वो बड़े हो जा रहे हैं और उनका माइंडसेट एक प्रॉपर तरीके से डेवलप करना चाहिए, वो नहीं कर पा रहा है।
Are the social media platforms becoming more and more unsocial or antisocial? The world is now debating on this aspect. On an average, a normal person spends about 2.5 hours surfing. So, normally put, if you survive for 75 years, about 5 years you spend surfing. In New Delhi, this is Neeta Sharma reporting for NDTV.
All right, and from that report to finally a picture that's going viral. Superstar Rajnikant shared a blockbuster photo of himself with his co-star, and not just any co-star, it was the one and only Amitabh Bachchan. The duo will be co-starring again. Rajnikant captioned the post, "After 33 years, I'm working again with my mentor, the phenomenon, Shri Amitabh Bachchan." And as I said, the photo of the megastars is going viral.